going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Listen, I am pretty sure I've talked about this. I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure we've had a conversation on this. I'm almost certain. Listen, y'all. Gun laws. Gun laws, right? After somebody gets shot, after a school shooting, after whatever it may be that involves a gun. Oh, sorry, y'all. My nose is itching. After all of that, there's always the talk of gun laws, right? There's always the talk that we need stricter gun laws. We need our councilmen, our president. We need all those people to do something for us, right? And rightly so, because we don't want to see a kid pick up a gun. We don't want to see a kid bring to school a gun. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see. We don't want to go to a peaceful rally, and then all of a sudden somebody being gunned down. We don't want to see that. We don't even want to see the president assassinated. But what do? Right? And one thing I've noticed about President Trump is that he's letting the power go to the individual state, right? Especially when it comes to being helped, especially when it comes to education now. It's starting to look like the power is in the state. So, shouldn't we as the people, shouldn't we as the regular Joe Schmoes, shouldn't we feel safe in our own homes, feel safe in our own cities, feel safe in our own counties, feel safe wherever we are? Shouldn't we feel safe, especially when we walk out the door, not knowing what may happen? Shouldn't we have some laws that protect us? Of course. But will it happen? Probably not. And I'm sure that there are countries that don't have that you really can't get your hands on a gun, and that it's probably much more safer without the gun. But y'all, we live in America, where we are entitled to our own liberties. We are entitled to them. And how dare anyone try to take away our freedom to bear arms, our freedom to protect ourselves, our freedom to say you can't do what you're planning on doing. Because at the end of the day, it is my right to protect me, my family, my kids, whoever. It's my right to, right? You step into my house, it's my right to protect me. It's my right to protect my family, you know? But when we are talking about gun laws, right? Stricter gun laws. That's what everyone says that we need. That's what they say is important. But how does all that get established? How does all of that? How do you go about that? And say, you know what? Yeah. Let's put a limit on this. Let's put a limit on that. Let's put a limit on that. Let's put a limit on that. But in the Constitution, maybe we need to reread the amendments, right? But it's the right to bear arms. So if you're going to take that away, you're going to have a lot of trouble in your hands. You're going to have a lot of trouble in your hands. And I understand that we need to be protected, right? Everyone, like I said before, everyone should feel the need to be protected in their own house, in their own space. And even in rallies, where we want to feel protected. But what do we do about these psychos that just want to bring guns to the rally? What do we do about them? Punch them to the full limit of the law. That's what you should do with them. You want to have the right to bring a gun into school. You want to have the right to bring a gun to a rally. You want to have the right to bring a gun to church. You want to have the right to bring a gun anywhere else. Okay. But then you're going to need to know that with that gun comes a certain responsibility. And if that gun goes bang bang, you gonna go bang bang. You understand what I'm saying? There has to be some level of the law that says that this is not right. This is not right. This is not right. And we need to feel protected. Like in New York, it's very hard to get a hold of a gun It's very hard to get a hold of a gun. And you have to go through so many background checks. You got to go through so many references. You got to go through everything in order just to even get a gun in your own house. But that's the way that New York does it. That's the way that the New York sees fit. Now, do we have now every so often, maybe once a summer, since I've been there, you'll have maybe a few killings. You know, I mean, it's not like an everyday thing. I mean, I don't know how New York is now, but it's not like an everyday type of thing. It's not an every moment type of thing that you see someone with a gun and going off. You know, you don't always see that, but since the power is probably going to be in the state's hands, should the state put a ban on that? Should the state say, you know what, let's get tougher gun laws, let's get tougher ways to actually get a gun? Maybe the state needs to do that, just so that people can feel protected at rallies, just so that people can feel protected in schools, churches, all of that. Now, because of course, if you see a Christian carrying a gun, you'll be like, what? Don't you believe that God's going to protect you? Like, yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't want to go ahead and meet God early than I have to. When the Lord calls me home, He's going to call me home. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. That's a tough one, because on one hand we have that right to carry a gun, but you gotta be careful. You have to be careful when you say, hey, I have the right to bear arms. Okay, yeah, you do, but it don't mean that you have to go crazy. It doesn't mean that you have to be John Wayne and go psycho. That doesn't mean that. It doesn't. But yes, if you're wanting to carry a gun, go ahead and do it. But be safe about it. Be safe about it. Kids, y'all need to stop bringing guns to schools. Like, I know, like, almost every so time there's somebody who outdoes the person that was before. Y'all need to stop outdoing people when it comes to shooting. Outdo people when it comes to your education. Outdo people when it comes to making new goals for yourself. That's what should outdo somebody. Not when it comes to school shooting. Anyway, y'all, follow for more. Hit that follow button, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit it. And I'll be seeing y'all next time. We will talk next time. Gun laws. Pew, pew. What y'all think? What y'all think about these gun laws? These stricter gun laws that people want. What y'all think? What y'all think about it? Come on, let me know. I really want to know. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all next time.